This zone, this is a moving zone, so all these players are going to have to be relocating into the zone. Issa on that ultimate high ground, very, very typical for this player. Still has that one elimination we saw him get later. Hasn't used any of his rockets, doesn't have the redeploy, so is looking to make a bit of a base here on top of his opponent's base, and has this high ground, looking to take any shots he can on these rotating players, and lands those drum gun shots on Janice from that range. Absolutely insane play coming out by Issa right now, and has ultimate high ground. This is exactly the position that you want to have when you have access to those RPGs or the rockets, and oh, not for long. Lost his high ground, but might be able to take down this player right away. Oh, Altek.
Wow, Altek did not realize, I don't think, that Issa was below him, and used that RPG to just make him fall down and just be eliminated. Right back to the lobby for him.
Second jump pad that we saw Issa use. Great loadout coming out from him. Does use one rocket, is on to 6 right now. Able to get closest positioning towards zone. Getting shot though. Able to pick up another elimination people and catching him off guard in those 1v1 situations. We've got Nikeva right on the edge of that zone. You saw him using that flintlock to get that extra movement, and Scram taking that high ground now. I don't see Ghost Issa. Might have been eliminated earlier, or maybe just not on the screen right now, but Hoppy still alive in that mid ground. Look at all these players flying. Oh, Issa in his ball. Oh, we saw him get it back in his baller. Hockey.
Back in his baller.
There he is.
Just look at him.
Not a lot of health on it,
Not a lot of health
so
left. He's down to about a fifth of health left, but you know what? The nice thing about being in this situation right now, he's got other ball friends that he can just have a ball with. He's looking to grapple up the side of this mountain, maybe damage. Oh, he actually takes out another ball there with his ball, goes through the builds here. He is just saying, you know what? I'm gonna conserve this ammo. Just gonna use the ball to damage my opponents here. No big deal. Does lay down a good structure here. We've seen it time and time again. The same structure utilized. You know, the 2 1x1s with the cone roofs and the
2x1.
2x1. Sorry. 2x1s, and then the wall in between for the quick edits. So he is doing his job there, playing the low ground very effectively. We still have a ton of people left. Hoppy, you can still see him there in the middle of the screen. And Issa now using
he
this
has 4 more shadow bombs in his inventory. And a gray napkin.
Goodness.
Oh, doesn't matter though. Getting that elimination on the double drum gun user, Hoppy, right there, utilizing the drum gun, saying, hey, I don't agree with your double drum gun.
Business. We need to take that to the next lobby. That's so aggressive. Wow. That came out way more aggressive than I anticipated.
Oh,
yikes.
Taking Nico's off by...
Going through all sorts of things. The European action has been absolutely insane so far today. As we know, the top 3,000 qualify. We've got the standings to take a look at here momentarily. Ball top 3,000 making it in, but right at the top there as we look at our final standings, Issa.
Wow.
Issa, 84 points, 10 games played, 1 victory royale.
Yeah, very strong controller player. I'm glad to see him at the top of the standings in the semifinals. Usually he actually does better in the finals than he does in the semifinals.
Mit der P90 hat hier ein Redeploy. Ne?
Ganz sicher.
Ganz sicher. Richtig gut.
Einfach auseinandergenommen.
Hat aber keine AR-Muni bekommen. Keine AR-Muni. Geht jetzt hier für High Ground. 6. Macht das hier sehr, sehr gut.
Geht er wieder runter. Sucht hier irgendwo
7 Leute.
Materialien.
Boah,
Nein!
der Laser.
Er geht im Nahkampf mit P19 only. Und ich meine, bei der Waffe hat sich ja nichts verändert, oder? Oh. Ah, okay, war noch. Hätte auch stärker nach hinten losgehen können.
So, 6 Leute. Gleich wieder Punkte.
Das Lagerfeuer. Was sprayt denn da so?
Von oben
und von unten.
Übel. Da muss er raus. Da muss
2
er raus.
Edits dort verhauen. Klar, wenn das steht, kann sowas auf jeden Fall passieren.
Gleich gibt's noch Punkte.
30er Hit. Oh, was?
Stark.
Aimbot-mäßig auf ihn drauf. Was? Der nehmen wir gucken. Okay.
Wieder 150.
Ist der Kill? Ach, killt jetzt hier auch.
400 MS.
Fünf Gegner noch. Einer über ihn, der Rest unter ihn, ne?
Mhm. Auch ziemlich hoch. Die beiden sind ziemlich hoch.
Ja, Kleider Redeployment ist dabei. Geht nach Hause, hat er das gesehen? Hat er... Ja, hat,
Wow.
hat er gesehen. Oh. Alter! Im Fall! Oh mein Gott, jetzt nur noch ein 1 gegen 1. Und er hat eben gerade schon gefightet.
Er hat die
Und Alter, das war so geil! Das kann er nicht machen!
clean.
Ja,
So, gab nochmal Punkte für Top 15. Schönes Movement.
Alter, auf den Gegner
Richtig
drauf.
sicher. Sichere Hits hier auch wieder mit der SMG.
Schade.
Richtig gut. Kleiner Hänger wieder. So, 10 Leute jetzt noch
Die
wahrscheinlich.
Kugler sind
Ja?
noch dabei, er kann nicht richtig bauen. 10
Hat
Spieler noch
keine
dabei.
Metz mehr. 2
Der
Bogies.
Größe. Geht harter.
Schön. Ganz wichtig,
Gegner
ganz,
neben
ganz
ihn.
wichtig.
Sofort gebaut,
Also
den Metz hier
richtig
eingesammelt hat. Den holt er auch noch weg.
solides Aim.
Der spielt auf jeden Fall.
Boah, setzt er sich durch. Setzt er sich durch.
116er,
Was?
45er.
Oh,
Was macht
nee.
der? Er kriegt immer wieder 50 Leben.
Er hat einfach...
Boogie. Oh mein Gott.
Was ist das für ein Gameplay gerade?
Was macht der da? Wie krass ist das denn? Alter.
The impulse in a certain direction, but that guarantees Issa actually using them as well. And this is another kind of impact,
Yep.
right, of some of the changes in Season 9. No
at the ammo,
vehicles
though.
possibly as well. The ammo here for Issa, yeah, very important with the drum gun. The medium ammo is really becoming very important to keep track of. Where are you going to, you know, find what you need? You got to have the shots all the way through towards the end game. Issa right now, got to find somebody who can give them that. Top 20 now.
And only 4 total builds remaining. Sees the campfire, so that's like the green light to spray on in because these players have to be weak. And there's 2 quick pickups for Issa. And doesn't actually grab any assault rifle ammo. Can he get it off this body? Doesn't appear so. 3 straight limbs now into our top 13. So a monster performance up to this point. But now it seems all the focus is on him on the edge of the zone.
He is so quick. As soon as he started getting pressured by a lot of players from the zone, immediately editing down and finding himself a new layer to go on. Issa showing why he was first yesterday in the semifinals.
Gets the mini popped. In a perfect world, Issa's able to use this campfire, but that would just draw a ton of attention. Does fall all the way down. That's some fall damage too. No builds left. This looks like it's going to spell the end for Issa unless something magical can happen right now. Can't even use the campfire because he can't place a floor.
No ammo in the drum gun either. You talked about it, 6 bullets.
All these limbs and no ammo was picked up.
He even ran into somebody's box that he took out, but one more player on the side of the zone, he grabs it. No ammo still, only a little bit of material, still picks it up. Issa, are you kidding me? He's saving himself the game right now. You can't do this.
Was at 6 health when he got that elimination.
Gegenseitig an. Als ob er das weiß.
Für die Highlights, Max.
Ui. Oh. Dieser Mensch. Gönnt ihn den Punkt. Hätte er nicht irgendjemand anderes.
Also sollte Issa das schaffen, also 3 Runden am Anfang zu spielen, ne? Komplett wegzuwerfen
Ja.
und dann 7 Runden durchziehen und sich qualifizieren, dann sitze ich hier aber auch nicht mehr.
Stimmt. Nochmal kleine Zusatz von dem, was du gesagt hast. Wer ist denn Sonntag 18 Uhr am Muttertag im Hort? Also spätestens beim Muttertag ist fällt's raus. Es ist
Aber
heute
guck mal, beim Muttertag ist es
heute
auch
der-
so, manche Mütter möchten dann einfach auch ihre Ruhe haben und sagen, du bleibst jetzt erstmal bis
Nein.
18 Uhr heute im Hort. Ich hole dich 18:30 Uhr ab. Als letztes Kind wirst du abgeholt. Und dann wird erstmal Armbrot gegessen.
bin ich raus.
Okay. Das kann sein.
Alter, ich dachte gerade irgendwie, yo, kurz vor den Punkten, nee, nichts da. Es müsste immer noch mal
Ja, stimmt.
die Hälfte. Es sind noch 50 Leute. 25, Top 25 muss man werden für nochmal 3 Punkte. Die, oh, der kommt jetzt genau ein Ruckler. Okay, er hat ihn. Ja, alle 5 Flüge sind
Also
noch.
6 Kills
Ganz,
ist
wenn
so,
er
schon
reingeht.
so viel. Ne?
Who is it gonna be? 8 spots. Let's see first. What a performance from him all the way through. We saw his game. He clutched up, got up to 80 points, I think, and he held it all the way through in first place. Then Harkos, we talked about him a lot. Kluja, Mr. Savage with his crazy play. Issa, and let's just real quick. Oh, let's finish off.
too.
Snazy,
Some
Smeef had a
amazing games.
clutch game.
Yeah.
Blaster as well, and then Sundown. Letshi. And Issa, controller gang.
Yeah, the
today is the day.
Guys goated on the sticks, indeed, going through there. And I mean, the drum gun coming in and helping them out, with that being able to help kind of enable them more in that close and mid-range.
Yep.
Definitely a buff to these players in that regard, just in terms of their own personal play style.